The child who was almost lost. The night was heavy with rain when Amina wrapped her newborn daughter in a torn cloth. Her hands trembled, not from the cold but from fear. She was young, alone, and drowning in the shame her family pressed onto her. Every whispered word, every angry glare, convinced her this child was not a blessing, but a burden too heavy to carry. So Amina walked into the fields outside her village, carrying the baby like a secret she wanted to erase. She had dug a shallow patch of earth when the cries of her daughter cut through the storm. The sound pierced her chest. For a moment she froze, but the fear of disgrace was stronger than her hesitation. She let the baby down. But before Amina could cover her child, the beam of a lantern broke through the dark. It was Miriam, the midwife of the village, who had been walking home. She saw the cloth, the tiny fist reaching out, and understood everything in an instant. Without anger, without questions, she scooped the baby up. Amina, Miriam whispered, "You don't see it now, but this child is light, not darkness." Amina, ashamed, ran into the night. Years passed. The child, whom Miriam named Leila, grew into a girl who carried warmth in her voice and strength in her heart. She studied hard, worked with kindness, and helped anyone in need. While others had chased only their own dreams, Leila made room for everyone else's. When she spoke, people listened. When she acted, people followed. By the time she was grown, she was not just Miriam's daughter, she was the pride of the entire village. Mothers would say to each other, "If only our children could grow to be like Leila." And Amina, who had disappeared long ago, heard of her. Years of regret had carved deep lines into her face. She returned quietly one evening, not expecting forgiveness, only hoping to see her child from afar. But Leila saw her. She knew the story. Miriam had told her with tenderness, never with bitterness. Instead of turning away, Leila walked up to her mother and embraced her. "You don't have to run anymore," she said softly. Amina broke down, weeping into the arms of the daughter she had once tried to bury. And in that moment, she felt what she had missed all along. Not shame, not fear, but the fierce, healing love of a child who had every reason to hate her, yet chose instead to save her. From that day on, they built a new bond. The village saw it too, not just the greatness of Leila, but the redemption of Amina. And together, mother and daughter stood as proof that even the darkest beginnings could lead to the brightest lives. But this was only the beginning. Leila's light was too strong to remain within one village. Word of her wisdom and kindness would soon spread beyond the fields and hills she called home, calling her into a world that needed her more than ever. And so her true journey was just about to begin. Sparkles, if this story moved you, don't miss part 2, where Leila's path leads her beyond her village, into challenges that will test her heart, her faith, and the power of love itself. Right finger subscribe now to follow her journey.